One group are the vegans. It's like talking to a cow. You know, they just, there's nothing you can say that'll change their mind because they're mindless drones.
If you want to learn all about how to develop an awesome physique without harming the animals or the environment, hit the subscribe button, click the bell icon so you're notified of new videos and new live streams. For those of you who might not know the ridiculous man Shawn Baker, he's a former doctor that had his license revoked for misconduct. He believes that humans are carnivores and that fruits and vegetables are going to kill us. Check out this latest claptrap.
There is a definite agenda that is driving us towards a processed food future.
No, there's not. The fact is that most people like to eat crap, and so companies are manufacturing crap.
Now, there's processed food industrial giants that are going to make lots of money on continuing to eat you, for you continuing to rely upon more and more heavily processed food, processed energy, whether it comes from vegan stuff, whether it's fake meat, whether it's lab-grown meat.
Oh, you're just having another pop at vegans. From my perspective, a true vegan would not want to eat meat. The reason these products are coming about is because of people like you that can't give up their meat, or as I refer to it, an animal's flesh.
This is not good for the human population. It's not good for individual health.
Of course, no meat is.
There are, different players in this. One group are the vegans.
One tiny subset of people that also eat processed food are vegans.
And for the most part, what I would suggest is just ignore them. Don't engage with them individually. I mean, individually, it's like talking to a cow. They just, there's nothing you can say that'll change their mind because they're mindless drones.
No, you're the mindless drone. We've grown up in a society that says it's normal, natural and necessary to eat animal products. We have realised it is not. We've realised that it's destroying our health, destroying the planet, and by nature no one wants to hurt animals. We've realised that we don't need to, so we've used critical thinking and we've stopped. How have you changed?
They've been they've been basically brainwashed to believe some really, really poor evidence and science.
For every one study funded by the meat and dairy industries that comes out saying animal products are healthful, I will show you 1,000 studies that categorically proves they are not.
About health for sure, about the environment as well.
Now he's an environmental scientist.
They'll sit there and quote studies that are extremely one-sided.
That's because you can't argue with the truth.
They'll lie, they'll cheat, they'll do whatever they can to get across a religious dogma.
We simply don't want to hurt others. Is that religious dogma to you, you silly man?
So the best thing to do is to ignore them.
La 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 la.
Don't comment on them.
La 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 la.
Block them.
La 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 la.
Just summarily block them all.
La 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 la.
Don't even engage with them.
La 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 la.
If they make a comment on something you don't like, just ignore them.
I guess that's the sort of childish behaviour we could expect from a man who had this to say.
Okay, there's one guy, vegan guy. I don't know what's wrong with him. He looks real pasty and sickly. His name's like Mick or Mike Mick. I'm not sure. I'll just call him Prick the Vegan. And because he's a small guy, we'll call him Little Prick the Vegan.
Why do you need to resort to ad hominem attacks? Because your argumentation is bull.
Wasting your time, wasting your energy dealing with those people. They are a lost cause until their health fails, and then they will come around. Just ignore those guys. They're completely ridiculous.
Says the man who only eats meat.
What else can you do? This sort of processed food vegan agenda has been going on for decades now.
No, processed vegan food has been around for like 5 minutes. Back in the day, vegans were forced to eat real food. You are really stupid.
Starting to see a little bit of fruition. There are companies that are talking about, not paying for meat for their employees, trying to encourage them to go plant-based.
Yes, the world is waking up.
There are possible talks about meat tax.
Make a big change from all those horrendous subsidies because meat is so expensive to produce.
It is having an effect on a population scale, which is a disturbing trend.
Only if you're a moron.
So we need to aggressively counter that.
Oh, don't worry. We've had animal products forced on us for years. On TV, on radio, billboards, advertisements everywhere. But the revolution started and it's happening and there's nothing you can do about it.
And we need to do that starting here, grassroots. Make videos, get on social media.
Too little, too late, baby.
Demonstrate the excellent health you're having.
Demonstrate the excellent health that you're having.
Pursuing a carnivorous or highly carnivorous diet. Show that including meat in the diet is essential.
Wait, meat is essential? I must be dead. Shawn, name the essential nutrient found only in animal products and not made by the animal from plant precursors. That means we must eat meat in order to survive. And don't say vitamin D, because I saw your blood test and your levels were.
We need to get people on that will speak up about the environment. We'll be out there that will dispel some of the myths that are going on, because right now it's being accepted as absolute truth when it clearly is not that simple.
Wait a minute, you idiot. If plant products are the cause of all the environmental destruction, why do you want to feed them to 140 billion farmed animals? You dumb.
If you care about the future of your children, if you don't want them to be sent to a school where they don't have the option to eat nourishing food like meat.
In a study by Harvard University, researchers found that on average, vegetables have 16 times more nutrients than meat. And the largest ever, it was a global study on antioxidants. Researchers concluded that on average, plant foods have 64 times more antioxidants than animal products. So, who's nutrient deficient now?
You need to be aggressive. The time is now. Passivity is over. We need to act. We need to act in a very aggressive, not violent, but very, when I mean aggressive, I mean very vocal way. And very frequently. I
wouldn't bother if I was you, Shawn. Veganism's time has come. You know it. I know you're starting to sound a little bit desperate.
So we need to be all over this stuff, all over social media, and just pounding that message home, a strong counter message. I'm doing what I can. I can't do it by myself. There's other people that are coming around.
There are also a lot of meat-based eaters that are having congestive heart failure and heart attacks, such as Dr. Atkins, Mark Sissons and Bob Harper.
In truth, meat is a health food. We need it in the diet. It needs to stay in the human diet. If we get it taken away from us, it will only result in suffering of people.
If you happen to live in backwards land, all the studies show that the less and less animal products we eat and the more whole plant foods, the greater the health outcome and the longer the life expectancy.
It will only result in damage to the planet. We need those animals on the planet.
If we need these animals on the planet, why do you keep killing them?
They play a unique role in the ecology of the planet. They need to be there. Do we need to improve how that's done? Yes, we do.
And the best way to do that is to simply leave them alone.
We cannot, take them completely off the menu.
You can't.
I hope you guys will take some inspiration.
This chart from the American Diabetes Association clearly says levels of over 125, and Shawn's is 127, is diabetic.
Start your own YouTube channel.
High bun levels are associated with a whole list of potential health issues.
Get up on social media.
Total cholesterol was 205.
Share this stuff. Share my stuff if you're kind enough to do so.
His LDL was a whopping 150.
Support the Human Performance Outliers podcast, other podcasts that are getting out there and pointing, painting the other side.
You can see that he is on the worst end of this chart in terms of atherosclerosis.
Support the film.
His levels are even low for a man who's about 100 years old.
Here are his testosterone levels, and here are the average vegan ones.
In hopefully a better light.
Your vitamin D was at 30.
Vitamin D council, 30 is deficient.
Anyway, hope you guys are having a good day.
With your heart disease, diabetes, low testosterone and crap vitamin D levels.
Carnivore diet. Bye-bye.
Yes, bye-bye carnivore diet. If you've enjoyed this video and you feel like it may be of benefit to others, why not help grow our wonderful community by sharing it out on your social media, and together we'll help inspire everyone to go vegan for victory.